What's up, guys? And Durable Oak here, bringing you the first Kingdom Hearts 3 discussion video since launch. And today, we're going to be talking about the future for Kingdom Hearts 3. And that is its DLC plus its final mix content that will come later. I am 99% sure that there will be DLC or a final mix for this game, even though some of the interviews in the past said there might not be. But at the same time, there's a lot of interviews saying that he wants Kingdom Hearts wants to be longer than just the release. So yeah, I'm pretty confident that there's going to be either DLC and final mix. And we're going to talk about the final mix first, because if anything, the final mix is the most reasonable thing. But for a final mix, I would love... These are the things I'm going to go and list. So a final mix adds so much content to the game, it makes the game full. If you remember playing Kingdom Hearts 2 and Kingdom Hearts 1 when it firstly came out, it was pretty good, but it lacked endgame content. And same thing with Kingdom Hearts 3, the endgame content's not as the best. There's like some things with the Fantastic Sevens, the Battle Gates, but this can be improved more. So here we go. A Kingdom Hearts 3 final mix needs, first of all, critical mode. Critical mode is strangely absent from the game, and this needs to be in it because Proud mode is way too easy, surprisingly. So yeah, really all you need in critical mode is turn down the health, cap it at 50, MP2, lower that, and double damage. That would be good because some of the bosses seem really long, and I feel like double damage can make it really fun. And also, but the enemies do double damage to you, so yeah, and other things too, maybe like some new abilities to help you out, and who knows. Balances. We need a lot of balances in this game because there's a lot of things that make it really overpowered. One of the balances I would like is situation commands and how frequent they are, because they pop up a lot. So I think they should nerf how fast they appear. Attraction flows need some nerfs. The damage and how frequent it is. And there's just magic fire spam is a big thing in here. So just nerf some of the mechanics so it's just more fair and stuff and more fun to do. And after game bosses, so post game bosses, here we go. This could be a lot of things. The one thing I would love to have is a replay system where you could fight the reorganization again, similar to the data battles, and it could either be one-on-one or how it was in the game where you fight all like a cluster of them. And I think it would be really cool, but this time they're like have so much more health and they do a lot more damage. But yeah, it'll be really fun, and I think that would be a cool addition. Another thing that they could have for extra bosses is like a future boss for the future of Kingdom Hearts. Could be either the Foretellers or Yozora or Neku, whatever. Like one of them. Like I think the Foretellers or Yozora is the most likely one, or something completely different, because the secret boss we have right now is okay, but it's pretty easy. Like if you level up, it's really easy. I want a fight that it takes so hard to do that, like even if you're level 99, it takes and you upgrade stuff, it will still body you, and it would still, like, oh my gosh. But yeah, that's what I want. Keyblades, new Keyblades. All they really need to add for Keyblades is Oblivion and Oathkeeper. I don't know why they're not in this game, though my reasons may be because of Roxas, but they should totally add these Keyblades, and maybe like a 2 and 1 more, because those are like a staple in Kingdom Hearts. So yeah. And extra cutscenes, of course. Extra cutscenes are a huge thing. I would love the cutscenes to explain more of the power of awakening and show some character developments for some characters, and especially some villains. So yeah, those are my needs for the game. I think if they do this, it will be a pretty decent final mix, and it'll be pretty conclusive and stuff. Also, I wanted to say, put a second secret ending, showing more of what Sora and Riku are doing in that place in Zora, and maybe like a fight scene too. I think it would be really cool. And that's all for my needs for the Kingdom Hearts final mix. But now we're gonna get into my wants, and something that will make the final mix like beast, like it will slap. I think something is a little second visits. I'm not talking about as the length of Kingdom Hearts 2's second visits. I'm talking about miniature second visits, and because if you go back to Arendelle and you go back to where you do the Olaf minigame, you get like a little cutscene and you have to do the Olaf mini game again. And I think something like that can be really cool, where you go to either they have a new area open for the world, or like they go into a certain area and then it's like a little cutscene triggers like, hey, you can do this and that and that. Like Olympus, for example, is my most wanted for this, and what I want is Phil. It's like a Phil area because Phil's not there, and I know why, because of the Japanese voice actor. But hopefully they add voice acting for him in the final mix. And it's like the cups. I think the cups are really something cool, and you can have like a Hades fight at the end. And because the cups were really cool in Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, and it should be added back again. And you fight some of the old Heartless bosses and stuff. It'll be really cool, and some of the Titans too. So yeah, second world visits would be really cool for each world to have like maybe like an extra mini game or an extra task to do. But it's not like big story stuff. It's just, hey, thanks Sora for coming to visit again. New playable worlds. Now, what I mean by this, I'm not talking about playable like new Disney worlds. I honestly think the Disney worlds are great in this game. They have a good message to the story in general. But I'm talking about new original worlds, and I would love playable Destiny Islands. I think that would be super great and stuff. And you can like try to make this connect with the story and stuff, but at the same time you don't have to. But it would be really good if you did. But like a playable Destiny Islands, and my thing is this is Destiny Islands and the Realm of Darkness could be connected. So like it's both of those worlds are the same. Twilight Town needs to be bigger, so it has like a Sandlot and the Clock Tower and the Secret Place. Like those areas need to be in there. And also you can have Mysterious Tower, because Mysterious Tower got cut for some reason, and I think it would be really good. And also Radiant Garden. I would love to have a playable Radiant Garden where it's like a mixture of Birth by Sleeps and Kingdom Hearts 2, but more like areas can go up and has more life and stuff. And you get to see that goes to our next section where Final Fantasy characters, they're strangely absent. I think if they have a playable Radiant Garden, it'll be a thing for Final Fantasy characters to show some light, and you have Sid and Yuffie and Squall and all of them, and like you do like tasks for them too, like. And it can help with the main story with vessels, and they talk about that. And then also a Cloud and Sephiroth fight. Where's the Sephiroth fight? That's also missing. But I think it would be really cool to have this stuff again. And yeah, it would be really great. Also, I would want bigger playable sections for characters. I think when they did the Riku and Aqua stuff, it was really cool, but they could do more with it. I know like it's not like out of the ordinary that there's more playable sections, but I'm talking about like once you beat a Disney World, you get like a playable Riku and a playable Kairi. And I'm not talking just about bosses. I'm talking about like exploring. Like you explore a little bit of the world, then you have a fight, and then boom, go into Disney stuff. I think it would be really cool. I actually have a thought on this, and I will say it later. And this is like for DLC, but it would be cool to have that for just Final Mix, like bigger playable areas and stuff. 100 Acre Woods, yeah, that needs to be bigger. Twilight Town needs to be bigger with more content wise. I think Twilight Town, if it's bigger and adds the Sandlot, you can have Cypher in the game back at it again out there, and they challenge you at another Struggle rematch. And then it's like Struggle is back in the game. You can have skateboarding mini games and like little jobs you can do again. It'll be really cool and stuff. Also for 100 Acre Woods, more mini games, and not the stupid mini games. And I understand why they did these mini games. It's because for ingredients wise, but they should have more fun mini games, like the balloon stuff, like Pooh trying to get Tigger's bouncing. Like that would be so cool. And maybe add Eeyore in them. Who knows? Could be really cool. More new recipes, new synthesized material, new ingredients. I think that would be really cool, even though we would have to hear Donald and Goofy say this might be a good spot to find some ingredients. Oh, and new Lucky Emblem locations. It's strange that there is no Lucky Emblems in Keyblade Graveyard. There's zero, like, at all. It's only the Disney Worlds, and I think they can do much more of that and have more areas and stuff. And if they add more worlds and areas too, they can have that, like, more cute. And like, because I think it's like 90 Lucky Emblems right now, bump that up to like 120. I think that would be really cool. Because then like you can get some cool stuff with it. Really cool. New gummy ship missions and stuff. I haven't played that much of gummy ship stuff, so I don't know. But maybe like because I know there's like a secret boss in it where you have to have 200 speed. Maybe have more stuff like that. But it would be really cool to have more gummy ship fights and like new ships. On maybe a possibly online mode. This once again, this is like my dream list. It's nothing soon, but maybe like an online Mirage Arena 2.0 where you can like fight people, other Keyblade wielders, and you can make a custom one. Really cool. Something that is and new abilities. If Kingdom Hearts 3's abilities kind of suck. Like there's so many useless abilities and stuff. Like I would love to see an ability that changes HP orbs or money to shotlock focus gauge and stuff, or MP balls, because there's a lot of attraction extenders and enhancers, and like they're so useless because they already appear a lot of the attractions, and if they nerf it, then those abilities would be kind of useful and stuff. But right now those abilities suck. So, and like also another thing I would like is more different attacks. And what I mean by that is like with extra Keyblade, some new Keyblade transformations and stuff, because they use second form twice for Kingdom Key and Starlight, and I thought that was pretty whack, even though they have different finishers, like final finishers. But still, I think like cool new Keyblade transformations would be cool for the Oblivion and Oathkeeper, and maybe more. An extra attraction flow, because I feel like the attraction flow, there's always like the samey type stuff. Also, if they do this, please, okay, actually I'll tell this later, but like a different attraction flow. One of my dream ones, but I don't know if that is the hotel ride in Disneyland, where you and Sora and Donald and Goofy can go in a hotel, go all the way up, bringing any Heartless around them up, and then slamming like going back down, slamming, and it explodes, and that would be a really cool one. And also different team attacks for Donald and Goofy. I think maybe one more addition, because there's always just the two. And I think maybe a together one would be cool, like of Sora, Donald, and Goofy together. That would be really cool. But even though that's one with Goofy, but I think it would be really cool to have more variety in those attacks and stuff. So yeah, really cool. Voice acting. Add some voice acting to the characters that don't have it. I'm talking about Phil and the two guys, Dylan and I forgot the other guy. In Radiant Garden, they have strange, and I'm not talking they need huge voice acting. I just want like little grunts and like like gasps and sound effects, because they don't talk at all, and it's weird. Now here, and also a pet peeve is I would love them to change Scala, because now this is what I'm talking about, changing gameplay wise, and this might mess with the story a little bit, but I would love for them to change Scala to either they have Keyblade, because if Scala's going to be with the Keyblade Graveyard, I would love it to be like Kingdom Hearts 2 and Kingdom Hearts 1, where when you strike Xehanort, he makes a door, okay? It's like a giant door, and it leads to Scala, and it's like a no turning back point, because there's no turn back point in this game, and I don't like that. Like, that's kind of like, I like the message like, hey, listen, all this is ready, preparing you. Are you sure you're ready? And you go, and boom, there's no turns back. And yeah, that would be really cool. I would really like that. Or have Scala be its own world and be like end of the world from Kingdom Hearts 1, where you have to explore it more or not, who knows, and you go in and you do the final boss, and it'd be really cool, and like an extra gummy ship mission too. But who knows, that's just a pet peeve. And also there was another pet peeve I had, but I forgot what it was. But yeah, and now here is my ideas for DLC in general, and I think they can add this to the final mix too, but this is like going above and beyond, is episodic DLC, similar to Final Fantasy 15. And what it is this, like, while Sora's doing his Disney stuff, you get a insight, like a point of view of these characters, of their journeys, how to do it. The ones I would have it in 3 packs, and like these are the 3 like the ones I want the most are 3, and it's episode Riku, episode Kairi, and episode Sora. And episode Riku is basically, it fits well with what I said with the final mix too, but it's like them only, and it's basically episode Riku is a section where it starts from 0.2 and ends when you save Aqua, where you explore the Realm of Darkness and you fight some bosses, and you go explore Radiant Garden, fight some bosses, and then you go back to Radiant Realm of Darkness, and then that's when Sora intervenes, and that's when it'll end. And episode Kairi shows training with Lee in the Mysterious Forest, and it's a whole playable section and stuff for that. And I think it would be really cool to, because then we have more new cutscenes, new playable things, new moves, because then like Riku can have his Dark Fire and Dark Thunder and stuff, and Kairi has like Light Blizzard or something like that, new moves, new attacks, and they play differently too. And I think it would be really cool, because then we have some more character development for Riku and Kairi, because I gotta say, in this game, the Destiny trio got done so dirty, and I want more from them, and I like to see more from Kairi and Riku, and I would love to see like them interact, but I don't think they would in this. So yeah, I think it shows more of their point of view and how they like actually like got done with this, because really we just see chit chat, and I would like to see it happen and not hear about it. So yeah, I think it would be a cool way to show it, and it could be like 2 to 3 hours long. It's like 0.2 stuff, but like with Riku and Kairi, and I think it would be really cool to have this stuff. And then my dream thing, this would be my dream, like if Nomura does this, it would be beautiful. Episode Sora is from the point, it takes place from the ending when Sora, it's basically Sora saving Kairi, and it shows how Sora saved Kairi. And I think it would be a really cool addition, because then you have this long thing, they can go whatever they want with it, and Sora has to go through, it's going to be probably the hardest section, and you can have it post game, and you see like this like part journey of Sora trying to save Kairi, and after this it's just like a long adventure and stuff, and like has one of the hardest bosses in the game. Like it's gonna be huge and big, and not huge and big, but like it can be small sections, who cares, but it's gonna be rough. And Sora, and it explains the power of awakening more, because then you can see like Sora struggling to do stuff because he's losing his like his heart and stuff to using this ability to save Kairi and stuff, and he can go maybe visit like Disney Worlds again and stuff, or maybe go back to like he can be like a memory adventure where he's going back from Travis Town, and like, oh my gosh, that would be so cool. And like he starts losing himself, like he's messing up with the timelines or whatever, who knows, like time travel stuff. But then after this, it's a second ending to Kingdom Hearts 3. I think a second ending for Kingdom Hearts 3 would be beautiful, and it's basically the endings, like, because I saw this on someone on Twitter showing like the Final Fantasy 15 cutscene where Noctis saves, or Luna dies. It could be that the cutscene ends with Sora saving Kairi, but then he loses himself and you realize that, and Kairi's like having a freaking meltdown because she realized Sora's dying and stuff at first, and it's like it could be super heartbreaking and stuff. And they can either end it with Don't Think Twice again, or my dream list again is a new Utada song ish, but it's a remaster of all her songs together. It has Simple and Clean, Sanctuary, Don't Think Twice, and maybe Face My Fears. And just like it's a beautiful song, or maybe Dearly Beloved with vocals, and it's just like Sora disappearing, and then we have closure to that, and how Sora like actually cares, and it shows more character development for Sora and Kairi, and yeah, it shows their relationship with each other and stuff, and Sora and Riku, like, because I want a scene. My dream thing is just a scene with the Destiny trio together. That's all I want. So yeah, guys, that's my ideas for Kingdom Hearts 3 Final Mix. Do you agree with them? What do you guys think about them? What would you have? Yeah, guys, and we just have to wait to see what Square and Nomura does with this DLC pack. So yeah, guys, I've been Endurable Oak, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.